So hey guys, I just got out of the ocean and I wanted to do a quick video on the books and things that I brought on my trip to read. So I love to read, it's one of my favorite things, and I had a few books that I wanted to share with you guys that are pretty cool. I only brought 3 books on this trip. I did not finish reading them at all. This is vacation, but whenever I have downtime, I like to just kind of keep up with things. The first one is The Speed of Trust. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully. Yeah, I'm looking, yeah. And The Speed of Trust is by Covey. It is a book that talks about basically how do you one, establish trust and potentially restore trust in your relationships, all of them, from business to personal to the relationship with yourself. And it talks about how trust is one of the foundational currencies in our world, and I found that it's very true. Like, basically, when you trust something, it makes it a lot easier to move forward and do what you need to do as far as either transactions or as far as just truly having a fulfilling relationship with someone. And in our world today, it can be very hard to trust people. And so I was attracted to that book because I just think it's daring to talk about that in the business world, where there's always some sort of scandal, and in life in general, whereby it's hard to navigate really tough situations. I thought that The Speed of Trust was very timely, and I've really enjoyed the book so far. And yeah, it's a good book. The other 2 books are by Robert Kiyosaki. The first one is his Guide to Investing. And then the last one, I think, is the newest book he's written now, at least at the time that I'm writing, or the time I'm filming this. And it's called Why the Rich Are Getting Richer and What a Financial Education Is Really. And so I was in the bookstore a few weeks ago and came across some more of his books. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is what he's famous for, a number of years back. I also bought The Cash Flow Game. And my philosophy when it comes to financial education is that I typically keep at least one book about money in my reading rotation. And I listen to all different type, or read about all different types of philosophies about money. Everything from like Dave Ramsey, who, you know, despises loans and credit cards and all of that, to other people who are real big proponents of leveraging other people's money, and everything in between. I think that you can never learn enough about this resource that we use in money so much. So these 2 books are the ones that are in my rotation right now. I've gotten further in the Rich Dad's Guide to Investing. For some reason, I really like his examples in this book. In terms of a guide to investing, I would say this is a very more so, I don't want to say sophisticated in its terms, but the things that he's talking about are more for people who have kind of really gotten into this place where you get your system with money and you have your foundational thoughts ready. And so I am finding it to be a very rich read right now. I love to learn new things, and so in a book, every time you pick up, usually any book, you learn something new, and I've appreciated that. So the last thing is probably my journal. So when I'm reading, I keep a journal or something with me. This one was given to me by my sister-in-law for Christmas, and it has a quote on it by Oprah: "The biggest adventure you can ever take on is to live the life of your dreams." And so my friends and family really know that I love quotes, and I post a lot of quotes and inspirational things. So this is the journal that I brought on the trip, just to write my thoughts, to write some of the projects that I've been working on and are kind of just, I maybe stalled on a few of them, and then some ones that I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. I've just been reviewing this journal and using it for just my current inspiration. So that's all this video is about. Take care, y'all. Bye.